It is pressure cooker time in the Champions League. 4 teams are left and the stage is set for an enthralling semi-final. Who will make it through to the showpiece event? Stay tuned, we'll have all the action for you live here on EA TV. A wet night in store for all concerned. Good evening and welcome. I'm Derek Ray and I'm joined for expert analysis by Stuart Robson. And we're getting down to the wire in the UEFA Champions League. Tonight, the first leg of the semi-final coming right up. It's Arsenal against Atletico Madrid.
Well, Derek, it could be cagey and it could be tight, but we've got some of the best players on view here and they'll want to show just how good they really are. I can't wait for this tie to start.
And a look at the starting lineup for Arsenal. Gabriel Martinelli plays with Bukayo Saka on the flanks. And in this tactical setup, they have just the one player in attack. This is the starting lineup for Atletico. Jan Oblak gets the nod in goal. Jose Maria Jimenez plays alongside Clément Lenglet in central defence. And they're going with 2 strikers. Julian Alvarez plays alongside Antoine Griezmann. And the match begins. Lots of space for Arsenal. Real chance. Declan Rice. Kivior. Rice with it. Jakub Kivior. Trossard. And here's Saliba. Now in possession, Trossard. Well, they stopped them in their tracks. Alvarez. Declan Rice. And Arsenal now find themselves in potentially a dangerous position. Well, we can see what they're attempting, but it's just not coming off. Lino. Oh, danger here. Well, far from the cross he had in mind. Goal kick it is. Well, nicely cut out. Rodrigo de Paul. Well, a really good run. Could play it in. Sends it back. He'll be delighted to have won the ball, having made that difficult challenge. Plenty to like about Martin Ødegaard, his approach to the game, his ability on the pitch. What do you expect to see from him in this match?
Well, he links everything together. He can play in tight areas, he can pass beyond pressure, and he makes good decisions. Certainly a key player today.
Martinelli. And players waiting in the centre. And it's opening up. Oh, a challenge of the highest order. Could be dangerous. Griezmann! Couldn't grab hold of it. Oh, and it goes! The opening goal in the semi-final. A long way from being decided, but it could be telling.
Well, it's a very simple finish in the end, but his movement was really good. He just found himself a bit of space in the box when it mattered most.
Arsenal restart the game then, and they have work to do as they try to wipe out that last goal. And it will be an Arsenal free kick. Not really the high percentage option to try your luck from there.
Well, his teammates aren't particularly happy. He was never going to score from there.
Certainly not alone. Griezmann. Genuine chance. And a goal it is. Such a big moment for Atletico Madrid, who are well on course for success.
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. Just look how well balanced he is. He knows he's going to be under pressure, but he shows great composure to hit the target.
So back underway, with the scoreline standing at 2-0. Timber. Bukayo Saka. Arsenal move it forward with purpose and control. And that was a very fine read. De Paul. Oh, great vision. The cross is on. And there's defensive solidity for you. Shot attempted. Well, it really looked as though that was going to be another goal from him.
Well, a chance for his second there. Probably should have done a bit better there, really.
In the short corner, let's see. Whipped into the box. Excellent block. The corner kicks keep on coming. In by Griezmann. Can Gabriel Martinelli. Swift ball into the area. And clears his lines. Trossard. Chance to finish. Well, going for power and so close to finding the net. Well, the referee was of a mind to see whether anything would come of that, but now he's going to hand out the caution.
And he was never going to get away with that one. It's really good refereeing.
Over the touchline for what will be an Arsenal throw. Gabriel Martinelli. Well, couldn't quite find his teammate. And teammates around him. Able to get a body in the way. Opportunity for them to get back into the game. A goal! And it's very much game on here.
Well, as you can see, he hits this with so much power, but just look at the follow-through. So athletic. That's a dynamic strike.
So back in action, and Arsenal just one behind now. This looks promising. Keeper. Martin Ødegaard. Arsenal get the advantage from the referee. Well, it clearly was deflected, so it will be their throw-in. William Saliba. And a timely intervention. Getting forward. Griezmann! Commanding goalkeeping. Griezmann tasked with taking the corner. Oh, the penalty's been given, and it's not what they had in mind. It's falling apart for them. Can they extend their lead? In it goes! Music to the ears of their fans! They can sense a place in the final!
Here he is again, and he makes it look so easy. He sends the keeper one way before striking it into the opposite side. That's an excellent finish.
No shortage of goals in this match. 3-1. Jakub Kivior. And the pass deftly cut out. Good situation for Griezmann. Promising looking ball. Well, plenty of power there, but in fairness, should have made the keeper work. Gabriel Martinelli. Bukayo Saka. Arsenal pushing forward with options available. Martinelli. They were playing fluid football, but then the foul, and now you would anticipate a yellow card. Well, the referee saw it as a bookable offence.
And I think he's got it absolutely right. That was a poor challenge, you have to say. Well, Simeone can't believe that decision. He's not happy at all, is he?
Functioning ball. Deflected behind, corner forthcoming. Who can he pick out? There's an example of how to do it, dealing with a corner. And ball back with Arsenal now. And there it breaks down, but credit to the defence. Griezmann. He has teammates around him. Goalkeeper got to it. It's a short one. Into the penalty area. Well, the header not troubling the goalkeeper.
Well, I have to say the defender has done just enough there to put him off.
Well, the action is going to continue for a while yet. We will have 4 minutes of stoppage time. Martinelli. And return to Martinelli. Had a chance to whip it in here. Turning inside, where's he going to go? And the goalkeeper covered a lot of ground to push that away from danger. Alvarez. Griezmann with it! Well, the goalkeeper's life wasn't made quite as difficult as might have been the case. Martinelli. Declan Rice. So the whistle then. We're up the halfway stage in this match. Well, we're focusing on him for a reason. He's playing with real authority and attack, Stuart.
Yeah, he's certainly carved out plenty of chances. He's tested the keeper on numerous occasions, and he got his reward with that goal. Brilliant stuff from him.
Second half underway here, and Arsenal quite simply need to lift themselves. Who can he pick out? Making sure nothing came of it. Asking a lot of any player, quite honestly, to score from that position.
Well, I don't need to say too much about that, do I, Derek?
On a slightly underwhelming performance from Bukayo Saka, if we're being 100% honest.
Yeah, I've been really disappointed with him today, Derek. He just hasn't looked himself. But I think it's fair to say he hasn't had great service, has he?
Rodrigo de Paul. Really good challenge. Can he finish? And the keeper making sure that there were no scraps to feed on for the attackers. And cutting it out. Oh, great vision. Saka. Declan Rice. Well, that's not textbook defending. Jan Oblak, fantastic between the posts. Going short. Electing to cross into the centre. And a goal! He's put it away! A celebratory moment!
Well, here's the replay, and they work it well just to change the angle on the cross, which makes it a fairly simple finish in the end. It's a really good goal.
Underway again, and we're being treated to plenty of goals. 3-2 at the moment. Alvarez. A lot of momentum to this Atletico attack. But it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Counter-attacking chance. This could level it. Kicked out by Jimenez. Arsenal down by a goal, but maybe a chance with this set piece. Now sending it in. And a struggle to get it away properly. Fruitful looking attack. Just the challenge that was required. Space in abundance for Atleti. Griezmann. Very quick thinking there. Arsenal could threaten from this position. Good looking cross. No nonsense clearance. De Paul. Alvarez. I think most defenders would expect to be booked halting an attack in that fashion. And a yellow card it's going to be, Stuart.
Yeah, the ref's got that right. It's a yellow card all day long.
And a goal kick is the outcome. Saka. And players waiting in the centre. But we know they can pass the ball better than this. It's a good-looking Atletico move in the making. But they took care of the situation defensively. Counter-attacking very much an option. Shown inside. Electing to shoot. Oh, a tremendous block. Partey. They've given it away. Samuel Lino. Nice looking move this. Oh, he's done it! But hang on, offside is the verdict here. It's not going to stand.
Well, you can tell he thought he was onside here, but the assistant, I think, got it absolutely right.
Well, both teams have had substitutes warming up, and now both will rely on their respective benches. Alvarez. It looks promising. Just fractionally wide. Good strike. Jorginho. Partey. Urian Timber. Martinelli. Now in possession, Trossard. An encouraging Arsenal move. Opportunity to deliver the cross. Sets up the chance. It's opening up for them. Excellent block. Atletico trying to extend their advantage. They've won the corner. And here's a change now for Atletico. Well, the short corner routine. There's the feed into the box. The chance is on. And that, a piece of goalkeeping you're going to see again and again and again. Played in by Griezmann. Ball is loose. Just knocked it out of there. An important save in the end.
Yeah, just about. It's a good recovery, but the initial mistake was a really poor one by the goalkeeper.
Jorginho. Read that pass all the way, cutting it out. Now Griezmann might profit. Nothing comes of it. Good defending it was. Declan Rice. Thomas Partey. Rice with it. Well, it stopped a promising attack in its tracks, and you wouldn't be surprised if there's a card coming out here. And following the infringement, a caution.
Yeah, no surprise there. That was always going to be a booking.
Well, straight into the meat of the penalty area. Taking care of business defensively here. And he's kept it out. Fully stretched. Somehow reaching it. A corner kick, and who knows, this might represent the last chance to grab an equaliser. Fancy a short one. And it's played into the centre. Arsenal have possession again. Rice. Great defending. Well, it just petered out. Riquelme. Plenty to like about this Atletico move. Decides to shoot. Well, they needed a bit of goalkeeping inspiration, and that's what they've got.
Well, that just about keeps his team in this one, but are they good enough to go and get the equaliser?
Here it is now, a substitution. Short corner favoured. Oh, it comes a chopping challenge, and the referee has got to have a big think about it. Well, the referee has decided to book him.
Well, it's not a good challenge, and quite rightly, he gets a yellow card for that.
Into the box. Well, the crossing needs to be a bit better than that. Gabriel Martinelli. Well, he's dicing with trouble here, having already been booked. And it is a second yellow. He's off.
Well, you could sense it coming, couldn't you? It's a really silly challenge.
Delivering it into the box. Doing well to win it back. What can they do from here? Thomas Partey. Now with Jorginho. The clock is against Arsenal, but what can they pull out of the fire here? Oh, a tremendous block. Declan Rice. A pretty ordinary challenge. Jorginho must score. Vital intervention. Trossard. And a big chunk of added time here, a minimum of 5 minutes. Jorginho. Possession lost by Arsenal. It's very effective use of advantage in favour of Atletico. Trossard. Well, couldn't bend his run and the flag went up. And a retrospective yellow card is the referee's verdict.
Well, no doubt about it. That earlier challenge was a definite booking.
Who had no intention of losing out. And there it breaks down, but credit to the defence. Jorginho. Well, they know they need to stop him. Then Milner. Excellent block. Well, the story is over. The referee has blown his whistle, and so it is the end of the first leg of this knockout stage tie. And Atletico fans will look forward to the second leg with relish because they hold the lead.
Yeah, that was a tight game, and I think they just about deserve their lead. But it's a slender one, and they'll certainly need to defend well in the second leg if they're to reach the final.
So an enjoyable night for Antoine Griezmann. What did you make of what he did on the pitch?
Well, he gave that back line a torrid time, didn't he? He was far too sharp for them, always looking to play on the shoulder, took his goals well too. Clearly the difference maker today.